Hi there, Z here, and this weekend I was going to try to put out a video, something new, something fresh and interesting, something that I've never done before, but let's be fair, fucking hundreds of thousands of people have done it before. I was going to put out a podcast. I'm thinking like, I got some shit to talk about, and me and my older brother, we usually just shoot the shit a lot of the nights when I'm not, I'm done editing or we're not streaming or anything else like that. Honestly, we start playing video games and then one thing leads to another, and it's like 1.5 hours of us just bitching about the video game culture, if you want to go that route. I'm going to put big quotations around that because it's a weird saying to say. So I was going to do that, and long story short, I fucked it up. Big surprise. So when I was like trying to figure everything out, you guys know that I go off on tangents, but I thought, hey, if I had like a quote-unquote co-host or someone to talk with, that they'll keep me on the right track. Hey, no fucking way. I was off to 13 different dirt roads that led fucking nowhere and had nothing to do with what we were going to say. And of course, I am a loud motherfucker, and it's hard to edit me down. It's hard to make me sound more quiet and make him sound fine, because he sounded good. I was the one that sounded like shit. So, long story short, I was like, I'll just work on my next video and we'll do the podcast. I hate the word podcast because honestly, every fucking person does it, and it's like, I have seen hundreds of bad podcasts. And you know what? I wasn't thinking about talking about this today, but let's talk about this, because if I'm going to be, pulling at those threads, if I'm going to be one of those greedy motherfuckers who are just like, it's the popular thing, might as well do it, then I might as well talk about it. I don't like podcasts. I do like podcasts. I'm going back on what I was just about going to say. I do like podcasts. I don't like everyone podcasting, because there are some people who do podcasts better than others. It's just the way it is. It really is. Like obviously the famous Joe Rogan, yeah, but he fumbles now and then. But overall, he has a lot of interesting people. He does interesting shit. He talks to people. Everything's good about that. But there are some people, and I'm not going to say them because I don't feel like, pointing them out and saying, hey, you have a shitty podcast. Yeah, you're boring and you don't bring anything to the table that's original. Hey, yeah, you. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to say I have seen, thinking about them right now, probably four or five that I watched, and I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. This is awful. And you know why people do podcasts? It's the same reason why I'm making this fucking video. It's because it's easy. Oh, commentary videos. If you are entertaining to listen to, if you have something interesting to talk about and say it in a certain way that people actually like listening to you for long amounts of hours, podcasts and commentaries are easy as pie. I'm even taking the more lazy route and saying that I'm not playing a video game, getting game footage, and putting it on here while I'm talking about all this shit. I'm just opening up my webcam and saying, hey, this is what's on my fucking mind, which is admittedly way lazier than like the people who actually get gameplay footage. But the people who actually get gameplay footage, guess fucking what? Still not that hard. It's not that hard at all. These are easy to do. They're fun to do. That's why I like doing them. But there are some people who don't really need to talk. There are some people who, the way they edit, the way they construct their scripts, the way that they deliver is awesome. And then you hear them off script and you're like, oh boy. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna leave. I'm not gonna dislike. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna leave and come back when you have edited content. Some people may feel that way about me, and I agree. I agree. These commentary things are literally, I have people saying that they like these more than my edited content. I don't get it. I honestly have never seen myself as a charismatic or entertaining person to listen to. Annoying, loud, check, but not really that entertaining to listen to. But people like it. I have opinions. This is the internet, so let's fucking talk about this shit. Podcasts are overrated. And, it's just, I want to do it because it's literally a group of people talking and having a good time. That's why I don't want to call it a podcast. It's the same reason why I don't like calling story times. I don't like it because I equate story times with fucking pretty people telling bullshit stories. Like, I scanned the IRS and they came to my door and I talked my way out of it. I'm gonna explain this for 25 fucking minutes, and I'm like, the fuck you did, okay? The fuck you did. You didn't do any of that shit. You didn't talk your way of getting out of fucking prison because you have pretty eyes and a charismatic personality that never fucking stops. That's bullshit. Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking care. And, some people might feel that way, same way about that when I laughed at a sick kid or I puked my guts out at Denny's. That's up to you for you. It's up to you to kind of determine if that's real or not. But podcasts. I want to do one. I'm going to do one. I'm going to rely on you guys to tell me, hey, Zach, not your greatest, that's your strongest suit. Fuck off with this, and let's go on. And so when I actually redo it with my cohort, then I'll put it on, and we'll see what happens, right? But the main reason why I want to talk on, I had no intention of talking about how much I don't really like podcasts, but, like I mentioned, they're fun. I had no intention of going through and all that. The thing I was going to go into, the thing I'm going to be talking about now, excuse me, is the fact that Metro, I don't know, something very generic. I can't remember. It's like Metro or Metro Assimilation or Metro. Oh, Exodus. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I'm double checking it. Just a second. Exodus. Okay, whatever. I had to double check that before I could say. But you see what I'm trying to say? It's like a movie title. Like you literally take anything, Home Alone 4, Exodus, or whatever. You take any movie title and you put Exodus on that, and you're like, yeah, I could see Sony making a movie about that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's the laziest fucking title. But anywho. They have stepped themselves into some hot water recently. What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is they first said that they were going to have their title on Steam. You know Steam? I know Steam. I have 250 games on Steam. I know Steam. I've been with them for years. I know exactly who they are. Hey, I'm going to get excited because this AAA title that admittedly looks really fucking good is going to have something for Steam if I have the money to pay for it, because I am a poor-ass motherfucker. I will probably try to get that, or I was going to try to get that, because it looked good. Never played any other Metro games at all. They've always looked fun, just never gotten into them. But I'm in this world of fucking microtransactions and AAA companies putting out multiplayer games to get the most amount of money that they could get out of something. I just want a single player game. I just want a single player game. I'm not saying that they're going to not have multiplayer on this. I personally don't know. I didn't do enough research on that. But it's one of those type of things where I just want a good story. And this looked like it had a good story, as well as good graphics, and interesting characters, and weird-ass monsters. And I'm like, here we go! Post-apocalyptic Russian, single-player adventure. Let's do this. I want to shoot some motherfuckers. But then, after, I would imagine months and 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 months being on Steam, they said, we're gonna go over to the Epic store. The Epic store. The one with Fortnite? Oh, yeah. You guys may have noticed the cancer called Fortnite. And I don't want to offend anyone who likes Fortnite here, but fuck Fortnite. I hate it with a passion. But that was before I even knew anything about Epic. Epic has nothing that Steam has. And to play the fence here a little bit, I'm not really playing too much of the fence. I like Steam a lot more. I'm going to stick with Steam. I will pay more money for Steam games. I will. I have no problem. But, to be fair, give a little bit of tallies on both sides. It's new. It's new. It hasn't done anything. It hasn't had the support time that Steam has. Fine. I get it. But this is the bad way to go. I don't know about you guys, but if I was told that I would be giving something on this plan or this support group, and then I go over to this, I have a trouble with alcohol, let's say. Hypothetically, of course. But I have a problem with drinking. And then they said, all right, go over to these people. They've been drinking, they're recovering addicts. You go to them and you talk to them and they'll help you out. And then I go there and the guys are like, oh no, this is a No, this is a jerk off group. We have problems with masturbation, and it's like, but I came here because I wanted this group. Well, you don't got this group. But let me tell you what, if you have a problem with tugging your dick at night, come on over here. I bet you do. Come on, let me tell you about Jeebus Christ. No, it's like, no, people wanted it on this site. People wanted it on this platform. They wanted it. They've been with it for years. Steam has been here for years. I pat Epic on the back. I pat him on his little head because I imagine that he's a little child, this new platform, because they're trying. They're trying to make the marketplace more viable by having two companies pitting against each other. I wish YouTube had that. I love YouTube. I love what it's been doing, but it has been fucking over a lot of people. A lot of people, and I'm not going to go too much into it, but you think of somebody that you like, they're probably on the cutting board if they do one thing fucking wrong. Because it's a monopoly. They only have one thing. There's Vimeo, there was, I can't think of any other ones, but there were contenders and just didn't go through. I don't know what it was. People like this site more often. And that's the thing, is you're going against something that people already love. They're going against things that people already enjoy. And I appreciate the friendly fighting against two of them, because if you give somebody too much power, it's going to end up like YouTube, where they could just ban anybody that they want and they know that they're not going to be able to go anywhere else. It's exactly it. It's the same thing with Twitch, but Twitch has a lot more streaming websites, including YouTube, that other people can flock to if they break the rules for saying faggot and on Twitch, because that's what they're doing. And I may have fucked myself over there, because Twitch also bans people for what they say on other websites. So I might already be done. Oh well, we'll find out. But there's a lot more streaming websites than just Twitch. And it's the same thing with anything else. And it's nice to have alternatives. But when you make your game, which would be Metro Exodus, fucking awful title, specifically just for one of them. It's not like they say, we're going to give them to both of these guys. You go ahead and you choose. No, they're like, we're going to stick with Epic. Epic is what we're going to exclusively be on. And then after a year, we're going to go to other things. It's like, oh, fuck me. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to do any of this. I want to stick with Steam. If you're not going to have it on Steam, that's fine. But going to Steam first and then switcherooing it over to the Epic one? Hey, that was a scumbag move, and you're going to lose a lot of people. Not even to mention what your developer, something. I can't remember the actual name of the developer, but the developer came out and said, well, fucking guess what, guys? You're just going to have to deal with it. And if you're going to put up this much of a fuss about it, I guess we're just not going to go for PC anymore because it's too complicating or whatever. The whole thing was very vague about what they were saying, and they did put out an apology, but it's like, fuck. When can things stop being so complicating? I agree. Fine, Epic, you do your own thing. If Steam fucks up and they turn super totalitarian and they're like, hey, look here, you can't be a part of our thing unless you give us a vial of blood a month. What the fuck do you want with a vial of blood? Don't fucking ask me what we're doing with your vial of blood. Just send a vial of blood to our headquarters, and if you want to play your precious 250 plus games that you've had over the years and years that you've been on this, you better send that fucking blood. No HIV, please. No, but it's one of those type of things where it's like, okay, do your thing. Don't do this one thing where, we're just going to buy out after everyone was hyped about being on Steam. I really do love competition, because competition breeds more and more innovation. I love it. I love it when there's two companies that are at the same footing and they're like, fuck, we're going to do this. Oh, you're going to do this? Well, we're going to do that. Plus, we're going to do this. Oh, you fucking think you can get us? We're going to do this. And it's great. It's great. I love it. I love it when companies do that, but this was shady as hell. Maybe you guys don't think so. Maybe you guys have more information. Leave it down in the comments if you want to talk to me about it. But I've gotten into a lot of different arguments with a lot of different people on a lot of different videos. Because like I told you guys, I watch the gaming channels. Not like Let's Play Gaming, but like news. So I like keeping up to date with with the hobby that I enjoy. And personally, I mean, I even watch people that I disagree with on this particular opinion, but it's like, God, this seems awful. This just seems so scummy, saying, you got it. You got our game. Congratulations. Oh, boy! Look at that game. It's like that meme with that guy looking behind, and it has, like, Exodus, and then it has Steam, and then he's looking over at Epic. It's the classic version of, well, greener pastures are over there. Maybe we should go over there. Or you could do the safe route and stay with what you guys have always been doing. I just don't get it. Like, you guys have been having a great time on Steam. Stick on Steam. Sure, you're going to go over here and save more money because they charge you less and you'll be able to buy it for $50 instead of $60 and you'll get a higher percentage and whatnot. But I don't think you understand that Steam has been super nice. Gabe himself, bless him, he has been super nice to us, giving us very cheap games for very affordable prices. And yeah, sometimes it was $60, but guess what? It was $60 before we came to Steam. It's always, before Steam came out, it was still that expensive. So saving $10 on an experience that I'm not quite sure if I'll like or not, or sticking with Steam, I'm gonna stick with Steam. And if you're gonna take that away from me, you just lost $60. And you, not you yourself, because I know that splits between Steam and whatnot, but you lost money. Because I was planning on buying this because it looked pretty good, and from what I have been seeing on the forums, you don't need to be a fan of this game to know what this game's about. It kind of goes through everything. It's like, I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't think of it right now, but pretty much it is, you don't need to know the other games to know this one. It helps because you'll know, oh, those are those monsters in that location, but you don't need to. And guess what? I was excited about this game. Not anymore. Not anymore. And I should be saying, hooting and hollering and saying, is this what the gaming world has come to? And I would have said that. And I might have said that and I just forgot about it in this video. But guess what? This is just what it's always going to be. Unless we have a crash or something that shows people that gamers just are not here to be fucked with, this shit's always going to happen. You could consider it underhanded like me and shady, or you could say, no, there's good reason for A, B, and C. Leave it down in the comments if you'd like to, but this is one thing that I saw it and I was like, oh, boy. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before they just say, oh, no, let's make our own kind of gaming provider, and then we'll just do it that way. Oh, wait a minute. It's already happened. It's called Bethesda. And it sucks. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much for listening to me. And I'll see you guys probably in the next video. Next video is probably going to be a part 2 to my adventures through Fallout 76. What a great time it is to be a gamer. Cheers.